The Price of Love. A mother's wish for whole legs host in the small, unfinished house in Favang village, Mangla, N comune, N by, N province. 5 lives are entwined in a struggle against sickness and crushing poverty. At the center of this sorrow is a young mother, Lo Thao Ngan, born 1998, of the Thai ethnic group. She holds her 2 small children close, tears streaming down her face, her voice trembling. I just wish to continue my treatment, to be able to walk normally again so I can take care of my mother and my children. This is the story of a young wife, abandoned in the face of grave illness, and a mother's fierce dream for her own 2 feet. The agony of the joints. 2022. Lo Thao Ngan was once a quick, diligent woman, known for her hard work. Now, she sits motionless on her bed, watching helplessly as relentless pain stiffens her legs. The tragedy began 2 months after the birth of her 2nd child. She started feeling severe bone pain, thinking it was just general joint pain from heavy labor. She endured it. She endured until her joints swelled, became infected, and she could no longer stand. It was only then that she managed to borrow money to seek medical help. In 2022, doctors at the Central Lung Hospital delivered a devastating diagnosis: severe multi-joint bone tuberculosis, spinal tuberculosis, and tuberculosis affecting her hip and both knees. The doctors were clear. She would require hip and knee replacements just to walk again. Abandoned at her darkest hour, however, the physical suffering was nothing compared to the heartache. Her husband, the man who had sworn eternal devotion, abandoned her the moment he learned of her severe illness and the prohibitive cost of treatment. N.G. N.R. recounts, tears tracing paths on her thin face. When the doctor told me I needed hip and knee replacements, costing about 180 million VND, my husband left. I hadn't even been discharged from the hospital. Since then, he has vanished, never once checking on his wife or children. More than a year later, after securing health insurance and painstakingly gathering some money, Ngan returned to the hospital for her first surgery. A hip replacement. The operation offered relief from the most intense agony, but her legs remained stiff. She can only shuffle a few painful steps within the house. Her journey is far from over. Doctors informed her that her condition is extremely serious. In addition to the hip replacement, she still needs 2 full knee replacements and lumbar spine stabilization, all incurring enormous costs. Bedridden, abandoned, and ravaged by disease, this young mother is powerless, her heart heavy with the fear of how she will raise her to young children and care for her aging mother, all while fighting for the simple dream of standing on her own 2 feet. Her simple wish to walk, to work, and to fulfill her duties as a daughter and a mother remains heartbreakingly out of reach. Share the strength. Subscribe to our channel. The courage of Lo Thao Ngan is immense, but her burden is too heavy to carry alone. Her wish is not for luxury, but for the basic ability to care for those she loves. If a story touched your heart and reminded you of the unwavering strength of motherhood and the human spirit, please do 2 things. Hit the like button to send a sign of support to families like Ngan's. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more stories of resilience, charity, and hope from across Vietnam. By subscribing, you'll help us amplify the voices of those who need it most. Thank you for listening.